Welcome and good day to you, important person who has clicked this video. My door is open, so come inside and let me share with you some special and magical things that have come to be a part of my home as of late. I'm feeling relaxed and I've got warm coffee in my mug, so let's take a look at my May 2021 magical haul. This is the first haul I've ever done, and most of these things were acquired in the last 2 weeks. However, I'm calling it a May haul because that's when I'm filming it. I hope that doesn't bother you too much. Consider dropping a like or even subscribing if this content speaks to you or if you want to be a part of this non-toxic community. So anyway, let's see what I've got. The first thing I've got here is the Shimmering Veil Tarot by Chanukah. Now, this is a beautiful deck with an art style that is soft, primal, and, well, to me it feels very mysterious and like it would be good for spiritual or inner work readings. This is how it's gilded. The cards are gilded in a silvery iridescent color that I've never seen anywhere else, which it's beyond aesthetically pleasing, at least for me. The cards have minimal or actually no text on them. The majors are numbered and the minors have small images denoting their element. It's all taking a backseat to the art, really. It lends itself to giving you intuitive hits. I had to buy this off of the artist's website, and it wasn't exactly cheap, but I'm glad to have it in my collection. And I've been doing a daily card draw, and I've been loving it so far. This is the Shimmering Veil Tarot by Chanukah. That's what the backs look like. The next tarot deck I bought was the Halloween Tarot by Kipling West. Now, I've been really feeling the spooky vibes of this deck, and the art style makes me think of children's books, which is really fun, and as a result it makes me smile. I really love so much of the artwork, and it's currently my main deck for my continued tarot studies. The little white book that it came with, it was filled with interesting tidbits of information, but it lacked more depth, which brings me to the next item in this haul, and that is the Halloween Tarot Guidebook. I bought it on Amazon for pretty cheap, and I was so scared that I was accidentally ordering a second copy of the deck because sometimes decks are listed as books for some reason. And I was really relieved when this book came in the mail. It's pretty nice. It's filled with images of all of the cards in the deck, which I really appreciate if you're studying or learning a deck, or just learning tarot in general. It really helps you connect. And like I said, it was pretty inexpensive, and I'm always happy to have more sturdy books anytime. I will always take a bound book over a little stapled white book. Let's move this aside. The last deck in my haul was actually a pre-order, and I have a picture of it pulled up on my iPad. This is what it looks like. I'm too excited for it. The people who made this, they originally made this one, the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. This is what these cards look like. So you get a vibe for them. So these cards, this Samhain Oracle is a beautiful oracle deck that is part of like a Wheel of the Year collection, sort of. And it's like Seasons of the Witch is like a collection, and it goes through the Wheel of the Year. And they're gonna make, the creators here, Leroy and Anderson, Julie Diaz, and the artist, they're going to make an oracle deck for every like holiday on the Wheel of the Year for witches. So this was a Samhain themed oracle deck. And the next one that they're gonna make is a Yule oracle, which I am like too hyped up for. It looks beautiful, and the Samhain oracle, it really helps you connect to the energies of that holiday and of that season. You know, there's a lot of like dark colored cards, and it has a very like late fall vibe to it, and this one clearly looks very Christmassy, even though it's a Yule deck. So yeah, the Samhain Oracle deck is a favorite in my collection. And when I found out that the creators had created the next deck in their Seasons of the Witch collection, the Yule themed one, I could not click pre-order fast enough. I pre-ordered Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle yesterday, so that's why I'm including it in this haul. As a side note, I just want to say that the Samhain deck was gilded in red, so if the Yule one is gilded in green, then I am probably going to lose my mind. So this is what it looks like again. I believe it comes out on September the 1st, and you can already start pre-ordering it right now on Amazon. This is what it looks like. Okay, let's see here. So as an artist and as a tarot reader, I've always been very interested in creating my own tarot and oracle decks, as you can see here. So I bought these. I got this deck of blank tarot cards off of Amazon to do some like rough drafts for either oracle or tarot cards. It was really cheap. It was maybe like $9 or $10 for a pack of 80 cards. And probably when I start using these, I will share them with you all on this channel. The cards are a little cardboardy, but they're kind of glossy. So when I draw on them with, say, Sharpies or pens, it shouldn't come off really. So yeah, I didn't know you can get these, but I did. So this will be a kind of an art magic type of thingy. So yeah, I bought a deck of blank tarot cards. So we'll see what we can make happen with these. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Oh. Next, I finally got my hands on a Scrying Bowl. It was $15 online. It's not the best. It was really like dirty, and it seems like this dark color is trying to rub off a little bit. But it's really heavy, it's a good weight, and I'm pretty sure, I imagine it'll serve its purpose. It was advertised as dark green, but it's not. And the paint seems like it wants to come off, so I'll have to be gentle with the little bowl. But this is something else in my haul. I haven't cleaned it yet. I haven't had it that long, I just got it. But I've always wanted to try scrying. I had a dream that I was being shown that I need to scry, so I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, this is pretty neat. So, let me move this stuff out of the way. It's really big. Okay, so at a grocery store, they had in the clearance section these boxes of menorah candles. And I don't observe Jewish holidays, although I do have an interest in some of their, spiritual teachings. Anyway, they had boxes and boxes of these menorah candles in the clearance section, and each box is really just 72 white chime candles. And I could not believe what I had found. For one box of 72 white chime candles, it's $3. And so I bought 3 boxes, and in retrospect, I don't know why I didn't go back and buy all of them. I walked away with basically 216 candles for about $10. I don't know if it was ghosts or spirits or something directed me to these candles, because I really got so lucky to find this deal. The angels literally said, let him have all of the candles. And now I'm set for all of next year. So yeah, hashtag blessed. I'm really excited, really happy. These are really heavy. I'll move those aside, but yeah, I just totally lucked out with those. I got so lucky. So next in my haul, I bought some candles. Not like those candles. These are different. These are like Catholic prayer candles for petitioning saints, who are just basically spirits who, you ask them for help and they may, come down and help you with various things in life. I bought 3 different ones. I bought Saint Juan Diego, and I bought this really nice guardian angel candle. She's helping the children get across this rickety bridge. And I also bought this Saint Raymond candle. Sorry for the glare. And yeah, so I love Catholic and religious imagery and iconography. And I have a pretty large collection of these kinds of prayer candles. I have a lot of them. Like, I collect them like people collect trading cards. Like, I have so many of them. I'm an artist. I love just looking at the artwork. I love the art styles of it. And I don't know, it's really neat reading about the different saints, because they all have different kinds of spiritual abilities, which is like really cool. The art is really pleasing and the stories are fun to look up. I've never heard of Saint Raymond before, so it'll be fun to look him up. And he's holding this weird thing in his hand. I don't know what it is, so I have some research ahead of me, it seems. Oh, that's kind of cool too. So yeah, I bought these 3 candles. They were like $2 or $3 or something. They were pretty cheap though. I'll just move these aside. Oh, also they're like perfumed and they smell amazing. They smell really, really good. I probably won't ever light them because they're part of my candle collection, my candle art collection. But they're really something, I will say. Let's see what else. Oh, how could I forget these guys? The next 2 items in my haul are actually saint statues. This is Saint Judas. Well, Saint Jude. It's pretty big. I'm trying to get it all in the shot. The title is in Spanish, son. But this is what it looks like. It's very lightweight, but there's this St. Jude medal. St. Jude is the one that a lot of hospitals are named after. Like St. Jude's Children's Hospital, they do all like the cancer research and stuff. Yeah, so this is my St. Jude candle. It was like really cheap. It was $15. St. Jude, he's like a big name. He's like usually petitioned for like heavy duty problems like bankruptcy or curing cancer. The statue is about 1 foot tall, and it was $15, which is incredibly cheap considering 12-inch statues like this are usually like really expensive online. Like they can be like $50 or $60 sometimes. Even when they're low quality, they'll price them that high just because they're really tall. And I really got lucky. I found this in just like a regular grocery store in a Hispanic community, and it was only $15, which is like super awesome. His nose is a little tarnished. You can see like a little smudge right there on the tip of his nose, but I'll probably have to touch that up with a little bit of paint. But he'll be good. I'll just give him a little touch up. The next saint statue I bought, I only bought 2. This one is it says Saint Benito. In English, that would be Saint Benedict. That's what it is. And he begged to join my collection, my menagerie. And also really cool, his staff actually comes all the way out, which is really cool. It's like a little action figure almost. So this is Saint Benedict. You can see all the details on this statue. This little bird. The glare is too real. So this statue is, well, Saint Benedict, I'll just say. He's usually invoked against negative energy, and he banishes away like evil spirits from your space. On the bottom, you can see like his medal right here and here. It's really nice. You can see both sides of the medal on display, which I really appreciate. I'm pretty impressed by the attention to detail here, and you know, the little bird is really cool too. I don't know what the little bird has to do with him, so again, that's a little bit more research, but I always love when saint statues have little animals with them. I think it's fun. I actually used to wear his medallion with me, you know, everywhere I went before I learned proper shielding and banishing techniques. So seeing it on the statue is kind of nostalgic for me. It makes me feel, I don't know, it just makes me remember back in the old days when I knew less, like on the beginning of my spiritual journey. And I still have the medallion. It's in the other room. I don't feel like going to go get it. But yeah, this statue was also very inexpensive. It was only $15 as well, if not $12. So it was like a huge deal. I probably will go back and get some more. They had some angel statues and some other kinds of weird stuff. So I really might go back and buy more of those guys. Or girls, who knows, you know. They have female saints too. Now, the next two things are actually small offerings for one of my saint altars, and that is my Santa Muerte altar. So you have this chocolate owl. You see? It's really cool. This little chocolate owl. Got it at a place called the Chocolate Bar. It's like a, I don't want to say like a luxury bakery, but it's like a specialty bakery. And this I got at a grocery store. This really nice caramel apple. So these two little treats are going to go on my saint altar. And for my Santa Muerte altar, you know, I'm filled with a lot of gratitude toward this spirit, Santa Muerte, and you know, I wanted to share these with you all because I purchased them, you know, earlier today. Santa Muerte, let's see, do I have an image of her somewhere? Like this. She looks kind of like this. I know she looks a little intimidating, but she's really cool. So she is, how would I say? She's like a folk saint and like a death deity who presides over the afterlife, passion, healing, protection, and literally dozens of other things. And the owl is a totem animal who's like really close to her. It's like her constant like companion. So when I came across this chocolate owl at the specialty bakery, I knew I needed to grab one. I knew I needed to nab one. You know, the caramel apple also was just really pretty, and I thought it would be a nice gesture to put on the altar. Now, so the next thing are actually a couple of books. The first one, coincidentally, is a Santa Muerte Gnostic Bible of Holy Death by Warlock Asylum. I haven't really read through this book too much. I heard a few good things about it online, and somebody who I really respect online was recommending it, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I have a few books about this saint. I have a few books about a lot of saints, and I just really love reading more and learning more, because you can look up stuff on Google or on websites about saints, but when you actually buy books that are just about the saint, you learn so much more, and there's so much value. And if I buy a whole book and I only learn one new thing, but if that one thing is really profound and it adds to my spiritual practice, then I'm grateful for it, and it wasn't like I wasted money. Sometimes these books can be a little bit pricey. This one, actually I think this one was pretty cheap, but yeah, it's by Warlock Asylum. I like to, you know, read books on the beings I work with. I get to see like new perspectives, and you know, you can learn new things about them through the lens of the author. So I'm probably looking forward to setting some time aside to really read this book in depth. So that's the first book on my haul. I'll just put it over there. The second book on my witchy haul, sort of, is Rebel Witch by Kelly Ann Maddox. This is a beautiful hardcover book, and it is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It's a treasure trove of positive, uplifting advice and awesome pointers for anyone Just my bookmark. I'm still learning, but it's just really, really awesome. Like, there's so much information. It's so in depth. Like, I'm just like surprised, at the amount of different topics and information covered in this book. It has really good, pointers for anyone, whether you're on the right hand path, the left hand path, or anyone in the middle. It's thoughtful, it's neutral about different kinds of magic. Overall, it's just a really special addition to my cult library. I've been following this YouTuber for a really long time. Her channel is absolutely filled to the brim with just, I don't know if she has hundreds of videos now, and she just covers all aspects of witchcraft, chaos magic, tarot reading, like servitor creation, sigil work, I think. Actually she does. It's almost like you name it. Like, she has videos about it. She's very, what do they call it? She produces a lot of content in a small amount of time, I'll say that. And sometimes she just has videos where she just talks about things. And her videos on shadow work are top notch. This 10 out of 10 would highly recommend to anyone. It's just really good. I'll just put this down here. And then, lastly, we have Demons of Magic by Gordon Winterfield. So that's the final thing in this magical haul. It's just this book. I don't really work with infernal entities, really. But I do have a deep interest in angelology and demonology, and I like to educate myself, on those subjects, along with many other things. And this book is filled with beautiful sigils. I'm not going to show them because they're the author's property, but the book is filled with beautiful sigils, information on the abilities and powers of different goetic spirits, and practical techniques for working with them. And I did actually learn a bit reading through this book, which is all I could ever hope for. And that's the last book on my Witchy haul. This is a little bit of a mess up here, I know, but I'm very happy with all the things I've bought, all the purchases I've made. This haul was a big one, and I wagered that the next haul will probably be a lot smaller, not even half as long. Plus, I'm trying to budget a bit better and pace myself with my spending, I mean. My last upload was probably a month or so ago, and I want to do at least one upload a week because, I love to grow my channel and reach more people. This is the first haul of many, and if you're still here, thank you so much for spending the time listening to me ramble a little bit about some special purchases that really spark joy in me. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.